Alright, yo everybody, what's going on? This is MK64 Wrestle. We are back with another video, and today I have a grip for you all for the Switch 2. I just wanted to kind of share with you all why I got it, and just want you all to kind of check it out if you haven't heard of it before. So I have here the Neo Grip by Savage Raven. I decided to get the Neo Grip instead of I think it's the Fisher one. I think it's called the fishing grip. The only reason I decided to get that was because I heard some things about the fishing grip that maybe I didn't like. Like you feel like the wobbliness of the Joy-Cons while you're playing. Also, your Joy-Cons could become separated from your Switch 2 because the Switch 2 needs like a little gap, like in here, like it's magnetic, so it needs like that little gap in there so that it could, I don't know, I guess properly stay locked in. I don't know why, but apparently that case messes that up. As did like I think one of the D-Brain cases, but they fixed it. So the new D-Brain case, it actually fixes that. So if you want a split case, like basically you're able to take your Joy-Cons off while you have this. You might want to look at the D-Brain instead of the Fishing Grip by Savage Raven. But this one is the Neo Grip, and like I said, I got a grip for a couple of different reasons. Now, I have been rocking the GameSir G8 Plus. I usually use this for like for shooters and stuff. I play a lot of shooters on my Switch, so this is really come in handy. I really do love the sticks and everything. And I was looking for an alternative. Like they're starting to come out with, you know, some pro level Joy-Cons. We have the Hyperion 3s by Nixie. We have those. We have the MobilePad 12 HDs, and those are fairly, they're not like, okay, well, the Nixie Hyperion 3s, those are kind of expensive, but the MobilePads, those are, I guess, reasonable. They're like $70, $80. I guess they're reasonable for Joy-Cons for the Switch 2. Now, those options, though, like I said, they cost a little bit of money, and they don't even have mouse functionality built into them. And with the MobilePad 12, it's kind of weird. It's like the HD version. It has like good control sticks and everything, but it has like, I guess, like 6-axis gyro. It has like Switch 1 axis control in there. The Switch 2 uses 9-axis gyro. And you could get the MobilePad 12S, I think, and that has a 9-axis, but then there's no HD rumble, so it's like, okay, I don't know. Also, with the Nixie Hyperion 3s and the MobilePad 12s, they have mechanical buttons. Like, they're a little bit louder, I guess. And anytime I think about mechanical, I think about like mechanical keyboards, and it's really loud and clicky. Some people may like that sound. I can't stand it. I cannot stand that sound. I don't like the loud and clicky sound. I like the soft kind of, just really soft and just easy, like mushy buttons. I kind of like that. Now this GameSir controller has like kind of mushy buttons. The only thing about this controller though, is the D-pad is a little tough. Even after I worn it down, it's still pretty stiff, which is what I really don't like. So, out of these options though, so this GameSir controller G8 Plus, the buttons are mushy, and I like the control sticks, and this controller is wireless or wired, and let me see, it's wireless, it's wired, and I can also use it with my PC and my phone if I want to. And then you got the Joy-Cons themselves. Now these Joy-Cons on here, they're not too bad. I'm glad the Switch 2 Joy-Cons they have better sticks. if you're playing precision games, usually for me, I play skateboarding games, I play shooters. I would prefer to use the sticks on the game, sir. But you know, the sticks are better. The buttons, they're fine. The buttons are fine. So if I'm playing like just casual games, the Joy-Cons will suffice. Joy-Cons will suffice, and they have the mushy buttons. It's not like it's not like a regular D-pad, but these buttons feel okay for me. They feel okay. They work for me. So ultimately, that's why I decided to go ahead and just get like a little grip, because the only time I use different controllers, the only time I switch to this is if I'm playing a competitive shooter or a fast-paced shooter or a game that requires some precision. Like I use it for like the skateboarding game called Session, or I would use it for like Tony Hawk, and you know, like I said, just first-person shooters. That is really it. Other than that, is this is generally comfortable, but it is kind of meaty and weighty. But if I'm playing online, I'm full of adrenaline and I don't even feel the weight of this thing when I'm playing. So this is, I almost dropped my Switch. I don't want to drop it. Okay, so this Neo grip right here. Number one, this thing is really light. Like it is very light, like a lot lighter than this. So this is a lot lighter. And what I like about this grip is that it's one unit, just one flat piece of unit. It comes with different grips, and they're pretty easy to take off and put on. So right now I think I have the biggest grips on there, which if you want to compare the thickness, it's about as thick as this Game Cert controller actually, if you want to compare them. But yeah, the grips, it comes with 3 sets of grips. These are the bigger ones. This is like a trigger style one. And then you have the more, the flat one. Yeah, and they also come in like different colors and stuff too. I decided to get the red and blue because I don't know why Nintendo won't make colorful Joy-Cons like the Switch one. They just won't do it. I don't understand. But I just got this to give it some color. So like I said, these are easy to take off. You just kind of just pull it down and bam, slides right off. Then you just gonna, it's a little slot in there. It's a little slot in there. You just kind of slide this in there too. Oh, wait. And you'll hear it kind of click in, and bam, we changed the grip. So these are a little short for me, so I don't like them. But like I said, it gives you 3 different sizes, so you got options depending on the size of your hands and your comfortability within that. All right, I'm gonna put my other grip back on. Well, I just said it was easy, but this one's kind of stuck. Okay, there we go. All right, so put this back on. Bam, clicks on. Okay, so it comes with this. It also comes with this little clip to help the Switch stay locked into this. So I'm just gonna put it in here. On the inside, it has like rubber or something, so it'll kind of protect your Switch too when you put it in. It goes in pretty easy. You just kind of like slide it in there. And like I said, it has rubber in there, so your Switch 2 goes in there pretty snug, nice and protected. Now, even without the little clip at the top, I think it's still pretty much in unless you just go crazy with it and throw it somewhere. But just to be safe, go ahead and add this clip onto the back right here. Kind of set in, make sure it's all the way in. And we got this lock button right here. Bam, it's in. Okay, so now it's in. Okay, so nice and easy, and that's how it looks. And if you are wondering, let me kind of unplug that. This is the dock. It is dockable. It is very easily dockable. I definitely could not do that with the GameShark controller, but this is dockable. So if you're someone that doesn't take your Joy-Cons off when you play in handheld mode and you play like casual games, I think this is an awesome grip. Like I said, it just goes in there really easily. Another issue with the fishing grip, a lot of people were saying it was hard to dock your Switch with that. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay, so we got the grip in there. I'm sorry. We got the console in there, and it feels good. It feels great, honestly. It's like night and day. Like, yeah, the Switch has really no ergonomics, but this helps out a great deal. The price of this case, I got it for about $30 on Amazon. Well, it's not a case, but it's whatever. It's like a grip. I got it for about $30. So a small investment for big gain, in my opinion. Another thing I really like about this is that it doesn't cover anything on the Switch too. So all your vents are open. You have access to everything, all your buttons. Also, it even has an opening for the kickstand. So if you want to play in tabletop mode, maybe you want to just prop it up, or you want to use maybe a wireless controller. So if I wanted to, I could prop this up like this and then play with my GameShark controller wirelessly or whatever, and just set it up like that. So that's another pretty cool feature. Another thing, I don't think you can do that with the fishing grip from Savage Raven. But that is about it. I just wanted to talk about this grip, just let you guys know about it if you haven't. And if you're just looking for a more comfortable solution for when you play a Switch handheld, I believe this is a great option. And honestly, I have no reason to lie to you all. Like, I paid for this with my own money. This ain't sponsored at all. This is not sponsored at all. I don't know, maybe one day, but yeah, I paid for this with my own money. It is a great grip, and my hands are not super big. I think they're like, they're pretty big, but they're not like, I say they're in between medium and large, I say. But like I said, they got different grips for you to try out, and yeah, these are pretty good. This is pretty good. So I would definitely recommend this if you just want a more comfortable solution for, like I said, just playing casual games. Now, if you're a little bit more competitive, you use your Switch to play a lot of competitive shooters, or you just want something for more precision. Maybe you can still look into the Nixie Hyperion 3s or the MobilePad 12s. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. That was also another reason I chose not to get. They have these cases where, like, it's kind of like a grip, but it has like a USB insert, a USB plug-in at the bottom for your Switch. The only reason I didn't want to get those, a few of them looked very interesting, very cool. I think the Absolute N6, I think that was the one I was checking out. It did look kind of goofy with the Switch 2 sticking out of that like that grip case or whatever. But I was interested in getting it. It looked like it was kind of cool, kind of decent. It looked comfortable. The only thing though, most of those things, they want to do a direct input with the bottom port of the Switch 2. Now I get kind of worried about my bottom port on my Switch 2, because that's how I get video to my television. So if I mess that up with a third-party product, if I mess up that port, then my Switch will not be able to switch. And I need my Switch to be able to switch like this. I just needed to do that. So that's why I didn't want to get any of those grip cases like that. I just want to mess with my port. Like even when I plug in my GameSir wired, I plug in a controller. I plug it into the top USB-C port on here. I never plug it into the bottom. Now I'll plug my charging cable into the bottom because it's a charging cable. Like it doesn't really matter. But I won't plug any. I'm kind of worried about plugging like too much third-party stuff in my bottom port, where all my video comes from, so I could hook my switch up to my TV. And that was really the final nail in the coffin for why I got this grip. So yeah, once again, I just wanted something that was more comfortable. I didn't like the mechanical buttons on the Nixie Hyperion 3s or the Moped 12s. I didn't like the mechanical buttons. Also, I didn't want to plug anything into the bottom port of my USB-C. And yeah, this case, this is awesome. This works very well. This works very well. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. If you have any thoughts, or if you have this the Savage Raven Neo grip, let me know what you think about it. Or if you have the fishing grip case from Savage Raven, let me know how your experience is with it. Yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Subscribe for more. Peace out.